refresh.
I got the glutes, I got the calves, I got the abs. I got the glutes, I got the calves, I got the abs. It's time to get lit, it's time to get fit. Let's meal prep and get it in, get it in. Transformation, freedom, and innermost heaven. Let's hit the gym and get fit, get fit.
Well, hello, it's Tina with Enriched by Tina, and look at the background. So you already know I'm traveling, and you're watching me um, not live and in the flesh, but watching me because I'm traveling today. And it's Friday, and we're yielding yellow. And since everybody was bringing out some of their throwbacks, I put on one of my throwbacks, which is Carrying the Fire. Y'all remember these shirts? Carrying the Fire. Let me lean back. Lean back a little bit. Yeah. Yes, girl. So I had to cut it a little bit. We ain't gonna talk about it, but I got it on. How about that? So listen, we have been uh talking about making better choices, doing changing our mindset, doing those things. And so we are wrapping up this 3 week series. We have a few more days talking about making good choices, and then we'll see what the Lord's going to say about our next thing about making choices. But living wise, choose well is the title of what we're talking about today. And so when we think about live wise, choose well, and I'm gonna take a minute and pause. Share this broadcast out to somebody. Like tag a friend of a friend that you know that needs to make some wise choices, need to live wise and choose well. How many of us got some friends like that? Put me in the chat. I need to see the me's in the chat this morning. Um, I'm gonna come back and watch. So y'all know I'm top flight security. Remember, best in the world, Craig. So I will come back and look and see who put me in the chat, and then share it out. Tell a friend of a friend that we're on, we're live, we're on and popping, and it's a good message for them to check in today. So we're coming from Ephesians 5 verses 15. And y'all know how I like to do. I like to go in the children's Bible, the International Children's Bible says this. So be very careful how you live. Do not live like those who are not wise. Live wisely. I'm sorry. I mean that you should every chance you have doing good because these are evil times. Okay? So listen, right here in Ephesians is telling you, be careful. Some of us been a little reckless around here in our living and what we've been doing, and I'll be the first to say I have made some reckless decisions. And so we have to make sure that we're making those wise choices because we are living in the last days. And if y'all don't know that now, just look at the news. I mean, just look at what's happening around us in today's time. So our time is very precious and it's a valuable gift. And my good friend Latricia, she said, "Don't waste my time." Like I think if you want to really irritate her real bad, waste her time. Like if you say you're gonna start on time, now one thing for certain and two things for sure. If you tell her you starting at 6, she ready. And it's like, okay. And so when people are value their time, time is money. And so we have to think about what choices we're making, how we're spending our time, who we spending our time with, and how we are evaluating and doing those things. I'm drinking some not water, should be drinking some water, but I'm drinking some Body Armor. It's the light peach mango. So listen. So when you think about making a wise choice, wisdom starts with awareness. So we realize that we have to make some better choices. And in order for us to make those better choices, we one have to be aware that the choices that we're making are not wise. I'm a pause for the cause. I'm not frozen. I want you to think about that. Have you ever thought about that? You need to think about, we've been talking about this since May. Think about what you're thinking about. Have you ever thought about, have this ever crossed your mind? What you're thinking about and the decisions you make. Do you just make your decisions haphazardly, or do you have a plan? If you have a plan when you make your decision, put a 2 in the chat. And if you like fly by the seat of your pants, put a 1. Like you don't have no plan, you're not preparing for nothing. You just gonna go with the wind. Put a 1 in the chat. But if you're playing and you're strategic with what you do, I want you to put the 2 in there. Now I need to see some 2s in here. I want to see a few 1s too, because I know there was a time I did everything by the seat of my pants. I didn't plan nothing. I just jumped up whatever I felt. And when I think about the times when I did that, I was a little anxious. Um, I did have a lot of stress on me at the time, because then once you make that decision, then you got to realize, was this the right decision? And sometimes it was not the right decision. And then there I had Bro Black having to pick up the pieces because I just want to jump out there and do my own thing. And so I'm learning that my time is valuable, and that I want to pay attention of how I'm using my time, how I'm living, whatever habits, whatever decisions, everything that you say and do, it do matter. You either making a good decision or a bad decision. Point blank. It's either good or bad. It's nothing in the middle. Like I know some people, I kind of live in the little area of gray. Yeah. But it's either right or wrong. You either making a good choice or a bad choice. Period. And so as we begin to navigate our lives, we need to stand on what the word of God is saying. So let's see what they're saying in the Gen Z Bible about this, about making these choices. I wasn't gonna leave you hanging. I had to go to that Gen Z Bible. So Ephesians 5:15 says this. So like make sure that you're being super mindful with your actions, okay? Not acting all dumb, Lord, like a fool, but actually being smart and wise and stuff. That's what it said, and stuff. Make the most of your time, because these days are sketchy. Now, I don't know who wrote the Gen Z Bible. I have no idea who even thought of it. But y'all know I like it because we already know we serving a God that's gonna hook us up. That like it's the hookup for me. Okay. I think that's why I like this Gen Z Bible so much. But I'll test it against the King James and the New International and the and English Standard. Um, but it really gives us a better understanding, because he says in there it says be mindful, super mindful. That means not just no regular. Super is like is magnified. Like when you want to supersize something, you make it bigger. You want to, so you got to make your decision making. It needs to be a bigger and better, wiser. You got to be super in these things, super mindful. Meaning you know how top flight be checking the people out when they come to church or when they come to any event. Have I seen you before? We got to be keen in on what God is telling us to do. And so when we do those things and we make those wise choices, and then it time is kingdom currency. You're like, oh, you getting deep this morning. Listen, let me tell you something. Kingdom currency, sometimes time is money and money is time. And sometimes you don't even need money in certain places. You just need to be in the right place. The right timing of God falls for you. And so every moment is a chance for you to honor God. So when you honor God in everything that you do, not just your money, everybody get really tied up into, yes, I'm gonna do my 10% and I'm gonna pay God. But your time and your attention, and you honor God, you growing in his grace, and then you impacting somebody else's life. Like many of you saying, me coming on in the morning has impacted your life. So if this has been a blessing to you, put some fire in the chat. I just need to know, do I need to go on back and get back in my relationship with Deacon Sheets, or is this really blessing you? Because one thing for certain, and two things for sure, I want to make sure that I'm doing the will of the Lord, and that what I'm doing is making an impact. Because if this is not helping anybody, then I could just, be in the bed, with the good deacon. But I do know that God, it started out, like I said, this was nowhere near on my mind, okay, at all. But I was challenged to do a 21-day challenge back in May. And they was like, well, you should go the live at the same time of day, get some consistency so people know where to find you and can follow you, right? Well, my time, really, I wanted to do it in the evening time because it's convenient. Let's be real here. But this time thing, the more that we talk about this and the more that we think about it, if I give God this time and I prepare myself and get ready and do the will of the Lord, this is going to open up something so much bigger than me. Like, this is bigger than me getting up at 5:45 in the morning. It's bigger than you coming in here listening. And so once we decide and make a decision of what we're going to do and how we're going to spend our time, and once we lock in with God, we would no longer let nothing or nobody waste our time. Like, I'm faithful to our Bible study. Like, y'all, if you could just imagine what some people say and do to try to get me to do something that they want me to do, my schedule. Oh, I need you here. I need you here. I'm not available at 5:30. From 5:30 to 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock. I'm not available on Thursday at 5:30. Why? I've made a commitment not only to myself, not only to God, but I made a commitment to the people who have said, yes, so I'm going to join the Bible study group and this is what we're going to do. We all made a commitment to each other. And yeah, do we miss sometimes? Yes, we do here and there. But for the most part, we're there. We're present and accounted for. And so when you make time for God, he makes time for you. So that's how time is currency, because it's kingdom currency, because we don't operate like the world. Like, our money and our time and everything that we do in the kingdom of God, it's not nothing like this world. That's why Romans 12 and 1 says, um, I beseech you, brethren, by the mercy of God, that you be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm paraphrasing, but that we do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of our mind. And how do we renew our mind? We get in his word, we get in his prayer, we get in his presence. And so when we do that, it brings me to my last point. Opportunities often are disguised as ordinary moments. And so sometimes we think something is an ordinary moment, but it's really a divine opportunity from God. So don't get caught up in what and who and where. Be intentional where you show up at, because it could be a divine opportunity. And it's the thing, my good friend Teresa says that Isaiah 60 and 22, when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. And sometimes it's right in that opportunity, right when you don't want to show up and do whatever the will of the Lord is. So listen, let's think about it. Let's start making better use of our time, our talent, our money, and how we move, and see what God has for us. Because when we tap into God's presence and we tap into what God has for us, listen, there's no limit to what God can do. So listen, y'all know I always leave y'all with a life application, little homework assignment. And I'm doing it because I'm on the road to getting free. I'm on the road of freeing her and getting some things done. So I'm doing this. I'm getting my whole life together right here with you, real time. So I'm doing these things too. So listen, choose an area of your life that you've been wasting some time. Ooh, Lord, that just hit me. Because you know what? I can spend 2.5 to 3 hours strolling between Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Yes. So I'm gonna have to make some better choices with my time. Because that 2.5 hours, I could be planning some content, I could be doing some food prep, I could be um going live and doing some things, working on some other stuff, trying to work on this on my plan of retirement. There's a lot I can do in the 2.5 hours. And I could look, I'm gonna lean in. I can move my stuff out of Mr. Blackman's new space. So he liable to get it out of there because I'm away. I'm out of town. So we'll see when I get back if all my stuff is in my new office. We'll see. I have to tell y'all about it to see. But what are we procrastinating in? We strolling, we procrastinating, we reacting in our emotions. So let's this week let's replace this habit with a purpose one that is honoring God in our actions, and even if it's very small, even if it's getting up 5 extra minutes earlier to sit and just be quiet and meditate on God. We're given 5 minutes, and then eventually it will go up. I want to say Mother Nash had a challenge out, and I think it says get up and pray either 90 seconds and then add so many seconds to it each day, and build up your intercessory prayer life. I think that's a good thing. Like, start getting up that 5 minutes early and giving it and devoting. And if five is too long, like she said, 90 seconds. It's a lot. 90 seconds seems like like a little short time. But try to come up with a prayer or something in 90 seconds. Or when we trying to do these reels and things like that, 90 seconds, is really you really can get a lot done in 90 seconds. You can really give people something because it's like a 90-second elevator pitch. They can't tell you who they are, what they do in 90 seconds. So let's give God, if it's nothing but 90 seconds, let's begin to make some better choices, better decisions using our time well. So if you're gonna do that, I want you to put I choose a wisdom. Okay, in the chat. Put I choose wisdom. No more wasting time. I choose wisdom. I'm gonna be wise. No more wasting time. Put that in the chat. Then I want you to declare this. I won't waste my moments. I will walk in wisdom and purpose. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back, people that just came in the room. I won't waste my moments. I will walk in wisdom and purpose. And let's begin to meditate and be on God's word so we can live a life wise and make some good choices. So I'll see y'all. I'll be back in the flesh Monday, same time, same back channel, and being here to see your lovely faces. So until next time, let's choose our time and let's stop procrastinating and let's move into the things that God has called us. All right, you take care.
Now tell me exactly how you feel. I'm just trying to keep it real. Let me love you on the inside, love you on the inside. Tell me exactly what you mean. You mean everything to me. Let me love you on the